guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sugar Sharp back in the cut. And today we're going to do I don't know if it's a club video.
Can you see me a cleanest? Clothes when me rocking at the fucking realest. Ching inna the Louis V vest, girl want with this squid.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Sugar Sharp back in the cut. If you're new here, please remember to subscribe to join the family. And if you're not new, welcome back. Today's video is a little bit different. I've never done a video like this on my channel before, but as you guys know, and if you don't know, now you know, I have relocated to Jamaica after being away for 5 years. I was living in Canada, and by popular demand, because I did a poll on my community, and this is why you need to subscribe so you guys can suggest or have an input on the type of content that you guys want to see from me. And you guys wanted me to do a breakdown of the cost of living since I've been here and what is my experience thus far. So we're going to deep dive into that, so stick around. You don't want to miss out on the good juicy info. Okay, watch the video if you want to move to Jamaica, period. So let's get down into the nitty-gritty. And as you know, we have to take out the book sheet, yeah, because this is where all the information is, bookie, from Google to my book.
I am sick of your shit.
The first thing that we're going to tackle is rent. Okay, let's talk about rent and these slumlords. When it comes on to rent, I personally don't have to pay for rent. I'm blessed enough that I don't have to pay for rent. Big up my mother and big up my auntie, them did that. Yeah, work hard, say pick them don't have to work, you understand? Yeah, I saw enough to do it. I did some research when it comes on to renting a space here. For me personally, if I was supposed to move back to Jamaica and renting a space, I would look for stuff like probably a place with a pool, probably somewhere with a security, like a gated community of some sort, and also a very decent neighborhood. I've done a little bit of research. I'm going to tell you from now, people, it don't cheap. It is not cheap. It don't cheap. Okay, if you're looking for a really nice place, and I'm going to put one that I was looking at, I'm telling you right now, it's going to run you a good 1,500 USD. Yeah. If not, if you're going to talk about Jamaican currency, if you're looking for a nice apartment in a nice area or a gated community, I look from anywhere from $100,000 and $150,000 to $200,000 Jamaican dollars. Anywhere from $100,000, $150,000, and you can even get it up there for $200,000 for a decent, a really nice, you understand, apartment where you have foreign feel, you know, very aesthetic. Yeah, aesthetic. Yeah, aesthetic.
Fully done.
Yeah, that word there, pleasing. You understand? So if you're looking for a place like that, it's gonna run you a cute penny. Where I live currently, I don't live in, I wouldn't say the safest area because since I've been back, my ear look a pew 4 o'clock in the morning, boom, yeah. I'm my friend come tell me about the clappers. Which clappers? 4 o'clock in the morning and on a Christmas. Anyways, so where I live, I wouldn't say it's the safest area. I live in Portmore, and renting here, you can get places here for like you know, a good $50,000, even up there to like $60,000-$80,000 for an apartment. Not an apartment, but a house. I saw a 3-bedroom going for $55,000. A 3-bedroom, $55,000. I think that is a steal. The place them it's not going to look, you know, modern or new, because I get to me living now. You understand? Me living at the trenches.
You can find beautiful homes in Portmore as well, which are modern and a decent area, like Cayman's Estate. That's a gated community with pool and security and stuff. And then you have Phoenix Village. It's not gated, but it's still a beautiful area. Modern homes, $100,000 per month. This is beautiful and it's not that bad. And also, most of the listings that are shown in these clips is ranges from $95,000 to $130,000. Some are gated, some aren't, but still beautiful and safe homes.
If you're going to move further out, it's obviously going to be cheaper. Like renting is going to be cheaper the further out you move from, you know, the city or whatever the case is. Like if you want to live in Westmoreland or Trelawney, like some far deep country bush, obviously renting would be a lot cheaper. Certain parishes won't be as cheap. It will be the same price as Kingston or even more expensive than Kingston. So like Ochi, for example, and Montego Bay, for example, will be very expensive parishes to live, simply because it's a touristy type of parish. So do expect the cost of living in those parishes to be a lot higher. So rent will be more expensive, the cost of food will be more expensive. You know, just expect to pay a little bit more. In the area that I'm in, which is Portmore, you can get spaces for like $55,000, 50 to 55,000, 60, even 80, depending on how many bedrooms, so on and so forth. But if you really want a really nice place that make you feel like you're living a foreign but you're there in Jamaica, you're looking from anywhere to 100 and 150,000, even as far as 200,000 Jamaican dollars. So take that into consideration. Renting is very expensive. If you want a really nice space, it's going to run you a cute penny. Since we're on the topic of rent, we're going to move down to utilities. The main utilities that you would have would be light, water, and Wi-Fi. But the main ones, light and water, right? I have 2 AC units. I don't run 2 of them, I only run 1. My fridge and stuff like that that uses electricity. My first light bill was $9,700 mash, like $9,743, I believe. That was my first light bill, which is with the JPS, right? My second light bill was $12,260. So yeah, that is just what it looks like for me with an AC unit being ran. Moving on to water. Water is always going to be cheaper than light. Can't nobody like bed. Oh bed. But every fortnight me bed. I'm joking. But my first water bill, I only can tell you the first water bill. I can't tell the second one because that's not available to me as yet. The first water bill came to $3,165, and I don't think that is bad. Moving here with kids, it probably gonna be more expensive for you, but I'm talking about my experience thus far. My utilities, when it comes on to light and water combined, I don't pay more than $20,000 a month. If you guys are planning to come here, please get the My JPS app and get the Water Commission app. Please get these apps because the mailing system here in Jamaica, at least in my community, is really it's so bad, because your JPS bill will literally come after it's already due. So now you have to be paying late fee, and it's not because of you, it's because you received your mail late. You understand? So either you get the My JPS app or you have to call them to ask them what your bill is.
By the way, this is not a paid promotion. I'm just letting you guys know this information so that you guys can avoid late fees. And this is the easiest way to do so. You're able to keep track of your usage. So if you need to cut back on your power, you can do so. You're able to know your upcoming bill, your previous bills, so on and so forth. You're even able to know whenever they have power outages in your area and stuff like that. So the app is good to have. You don't have to pay for anything. You save by having it. Actually,
you can pay for your bills through My JPS app as well, that you don't have to go to a bill master or a paymaster to pay your bills, because currently I have to go to a bill master or a paymaster to pay my bills because I don't have a bank account here, because Jamaica's National Bank is freaking with me. Jamaica's National Bank, count your days. Wi-Fi, I currently don't pay for Wi-Fi. I'm not gonna tell you no, but I have looked into how much it would cost for Wi-Fi. There's 2 companies in Jamaica that you can get Wi-Fi from. I don't know if there's any other ones, but the 2 main ones that I know about is Flow and Digicel. Flow is always going to be cheaper than Digicel. Okay, so the Flow one, you get a phone and you also get Wi-Fi for $4,999. So I will just run it off to like 5,000 mash, because you know when taxes go on it or whatever the case is. Digicel phone and Wi-Fi is $6,499. So let's just run it off to like say $7,000 for the month for Digicel. There's always other options and alternatives when it comes on to light, water, and internet. You have the option of teeth in light and teeth water. Let's be real. Let us be real. There's always somebody in your community who know of a teeth look lights for you and teeth look water. Teeth in light and teeth in water is illegal, but it is done in Jamaica. That is an option. Everybody do it. Not me though, but you know, yeah. In Canada, or you know, in the States as well, you guys pay, you have a phone bill. Here we don't have phone bills. you pay as you go. So it's like if you want to make a call, you have to buy a phone card and top up your phone. Since I've been here, I haven't really bought phone cards like that because I don't really leave my house as much, so I always have access to Wi-Fi to reach whoever I want to reach, right? There is also an option, I know Digital offers this, I'm not sure with Flow, but there's an option where you can set up your phone like how you would pay for it monthly, or in the States you can pay for it monthly in Jamaica. It typically runs you about $6,000, like $5,000 to $6,000 after taxes, for the month. If just for your cell phone, this is not Wi-Fi, this is just for your cell phone, so that you can make calls, unlimited text, and have access to data on your phone. However, it comes with an allotted amount of minutes or an allotted amount of data on it, and obviously when you go over that limit for the month, then you'd have to pay as you go. So make sure so when I use within the limit. Moving along to groceries, let's talk about groceries, because you know me love my belly, and I live by myself. I don't have any kids, I don't have any man, I live by myself, so I cook for myself, you understand? My grocery expenses aren't as crazy. Also, I have to take into account that I shipped 3 barrels prior to me coming here. Some of those barrels contain food items, canned items, rice, flour, sugar. Those stuff I don't have to pay for. First month I was here, I was without a barrel, so that was the most money I had spent on grocery, was in that first month. And in that first month, my groceries, it came up to like $45,000. And the $45,000, that was encompassed of me, I did 2 grocery runs. I did 1 grocery run to the wholesale, that came up to 11,000 mash. I did a grocery run at Shoppers Fair, that came up to like 10,000 mash. I don't eat a lot of meat, so meat's not no chicken girl or no whatever the case is. The only protein I buy is fish, and I typically buy that fresh off the boat at back road, or find some fishing village and I would buy what I want. My fish runs me like $5,000 for the month. I normally buy 5 pounds of fish, and that lasts me for the month. I do a lot of market shopping, so for me, I buy a lot of cabbage, callaloo, pak choy, aki, yam, banana, pumpkin, dumpling, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, lambs, rams. When I go market shopping, I buy a lot of stuff, you understand? But for that month, it cost me $10,000 for that specific month, because I was going ham. That was my first month. I buy fruit, my stomach did feel like a bougie, like expendilicious. So I did do the most for that month there. If you go downtown Kingston, it will be cheaper. I buy everything in Portmore. Woo! My mouth tired. I have watched TikTok videos and also other people's videos who happen to have kids, or they live with a partner, and typically for them a grocery run for the month, like a big grocery run for the month, can cost them anywhere from $70,000 to $100,000. It can cost you a cute penny, right? But then again, I feel like groceries, it really and truly varies from person to person. Again, it depends on how many people you have to feed, and also your lifestyle and what you eat. Also, it depends on where you buy your groceries, because if you're going to places like Price Mart, if you're going to places like Mega Mart, you are rich. You are with Bill Gates. You are Jeff Bezos' wife, because the following month now, when my barrels came, my grocery bill dropped to $20,000, because now I'm only buying market stuff and fish, and occasionally I would go to the Shoppers Fair and pick up like a bread or some crackers. I don't spend much on groceries as it is, but again, for you, person to person, it might vary, but that's what groceries look like. Now let's go to transportation. I am not going to lie, I wish I had bought a vehicle before coming here. Depending on the vehicle that you have, because I have a lot of friends who drive, depending on the vehicle that you have, it can run you a good look 20 grand for the month for fill up your car. I would say so. I'm not going to have any input on driving, simply because it depends on the person to person. It depends on the type of vehicle that you drive, if it burns gas properly or not. It also depends on how often you drive, and so I won't put input on like what it costs to run a personal vehicle. But when it comes down to public transportation, I can give you information on that because I do take the public transit. One thing I miss about Canada is that in Canada, whenever you pay for a bus pass, you pay one time on the bus, it lasts you for 2 hours. Okay, say for example it takes you 3 buses to get to Halfway Tree. Every single bus that you go on your way to get to Halfway Tree, you have to pay. Okay, so for the JUTC bus, which is the public transit here in Jamaica, it is $50 to go on that bus. On every single bus, that JUTC bus that you go on, you have to pay $50, and it's a one-way trip. One trip, $50. Okay. When it comes down to taxis, which are more reliable than the JUTC bus, because sometimes you can't bother to wait for the bus, so you would opt to take a taxi. Now again, just like the buses, every single taxi that you enter, you're going to pay $150, and it depends on where you're going. Because if I'm going right up there to the mall, that's $150. If I'm going from the mall to like Greater Portmore or Pines or whatever, that's probably like $180, $170. Different routes charges different fares, but typically standard price $150, with the exception of chartered taxis, because you do have special taxis. For example, if I'm trying to get from Portmore to Halfway Tree, it will cost me $400. Transportation will run you a cute penny because you don't have a pass that you just can transfer on another bus and transfer on another bus and transfer on another bus. No, you have to pay for every single cab, every single taxi, every single bus that you enter. So I would say transportation would run you a cute penny. I mean, I don't know if this would be included in a cost of living video, but I'm going to include it because this is real life and we don't just work and pay bills, rent and light and water, whatever the case is. We do occasionally go out and have fun, and so I have included that into it as well. So for me, if you're going to have a good night out, like if you're probably wanting to go to a club or whatever the case is, if you're not doing the baga, at least I'm speaking from a female perspective, I receive drinks, so I don't have to pay that much when going out for a night out or whatever the case is, like for a party night, inclusive of the cost to enter the venue and probably a 1 and 2 drinks. It will typically cost you a good $5,000, and if you want to be extra and probably buy 2 flasks of rum or whatever, it would probably cost you like $7,000 for that night. You understand? But for me, I rarely go to like parties and stuff like that. I love to go to like beaches, falls, those stuff. I think those are more cheaper because, you know, typically to enter spaces like that, like it's anywhere from $500 to like $2,000 max to pay to enter like a beach or a falls. Also, you know, you bring food from your yard for cook on the river or whatever the case is. So those are really cheap stuff that I like to do. For me personally, I would do $10,000 because I would go out like every 2 weeks. I mean, I go out every weekend a party and I would spend a lot of money. And maintenance, I don't know what maintenance looks like for men, but for women, you know, you have to get your hair done, your nails done, whatever the case is. As you can see, my nails is not done and my hair is currently not done. When it comes to my hair, I typically do my own hair. I have inquired to get my nails done, and for a short set with like a lot of details and stuff, I'm going to show you what it looks like. There's a nail tech in Waterford. She was going to charge me $6,000 to do that, and I think that's very cheap, especially because of what I want and how detailed it is. If you want to do your toes, you know, that's a run you look at a nice look at $2,500, and if you're going to get like a foot bottom rubber and them something like that, costs like a good $5,000 with like acrylic toes as well. And hair, I would say another $5,000. So for me, monthly maintenance for me, this is for me, I don't know about Uno, but for me, my hair, my nails, both my toes and my fingernails, $15,000 max for the month. For me, that's my maintenance. And I don't live in uptown, I live in the ghetto, so there's always somebody around here. So wait, you know, do hair on the low. Like when I used to live here 5 years ago, I used to have a hairdresser named Bright Eye. I used to get my hair braided for $3,000. Hello, $3,000 for hair braided going on my bottom, you know. No, obviously it's a little bit more pricey because it's been 5 years, but I'm pretty sure you can get your hair braided for like $8,000 braids to your body for $8,000. You know, if you need the lashes to be done, your laminated stuff, those stuff you're probably going to have to go to like a beauty bar or studio. So like typically for the hot girl and the dolly them, phone expenses when it comes down to maintenance might be a little bit more than mine. For my total as of this month, I included my spending money, like party money or whatever, and I also included maintenance, even though it's not something that I have done right now, but I included it just because whatever. If I was supposed to do my maintenance, my utilities paid, and every other expenses that I would have acquired, my expenses would come out to $80,000, which is equivalent to how much US? I don't know, maybe $600 for the month. I don't know, but again, it might be a little bit more expensive for you guys, because when I calculated up everything that you guys would have to pay for, inclusive of like a rent, and I put rent on the higher end, I put like $100,000 for the rent or whatever the case is, you guys are going to have to pay $230,000 to live here. 230,000 Jamaican dollars to live here. You know what I mean? It might still work out to be a lot cheaper, and again, the price that I just gave you guys is inclusive of spending money, it is inclusive of your maintenance money, it is inclusive of all of that. But you would have to pay a decent amount of money. So if you have $230,000, and again, probably a little bit more, because depends on person to person, the lifestyle that you guys live, is this something that you'll be able to afford? If you have a job that is paying in USD, and you come here and you can just live, like probably a work from home job, or a job that allows you to travel or whatever, that would be perfect, because you're getting paid in USD, and the cost of living, I think, is cheaper than what it would be in the States, in my opinion. So yeah, I think it's worth it. Me thinks it worth it. Once you have money, I have AC, because Jamaica is hot. Me don't know what kind of fat the devil let around here, because me don't know Jamaica hot, so Jamaica hot. Me don't know what kind of thing you come down here. Jamaica can't, so once you have money, you have AC. I have one car, please get a car. Please to invest into a car, because I wish I had gotten a car, because I can't take them bus up me. Them bus and taxi or something kill me now. I think I covered everything. Yeah, if I didn't, I'll probably just insert editing shy. But thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
It's been fun. I had a time.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having me.